Welcome everyone, I'm Deronda and today I'm going to show you how to make a Dutch apple pie. The ingredients we're going to need is a 9-inch unbaked pie crust. I make all my own pie crust, and if you'd like to learn how, check out my YouTube channel on how to make the perfect pie crust. I have 1/3 cup of tiny cubed butter, 3/4 cups of self-rising flour, a 1/2 cup of sugar, and another 1/2 cup of sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon, and today in our pie we're going to need 4 cups of sliced Granny Smith apples. And I absolutely love them in all the apple pies that I like to make. So let me show you how to get this delicious pie assembled. First, I'm going to add 1/2 cup of the sugar into a bowl with the cinnamon, and I'm going to whisk this until it's very well incorporated, as you can see right here. Set my sugar and my cinnamon off to the side. Now in this bowl I'm going to add the self-rising flour, the sugar, and I'm going to cut the butter into the flour and the sugar, or tiny little cubes of butter. I'm just going to use 2 knives to do this, and you just really go back and forth until you have your butter cut into your flour and your sugar. Your self-rising flour, butter, and sugar mixture should be looking like this, and you're going to go ahead, you want to cover it with a plastic wrap and chill this in the refrigerator until you're ready to add the topping to your pie. Now I've been peeling my granny apples. I just take the top off. A paring knife is best to use when peeling your apples, as you can see. You can see that there. Okay, and then I just go around the edges like this till I have it all peeled. Okay, here we're at the end. I'm just going to cut that off. If you find any little brown spots, you should just go ahead and cut that off too. And then I cut it in two. And as you can see, there's a core on the inside. We definitely don't want that. And I think maybe if I turn my camera a little better, just cut into it like that. And then we're going to take out the center. And in here, we're going to make tiny little slices, as you can see, like this with the knife. You just want to be careful. Or you can also, put it down like this and slice like that on your cutting board. Alright, you need 4 cups. This to me seems like 4 apples more or less equals the 4 cups. So this is my second apple I'm working on. Alright, continue doing this until you have 4 of your apples peeled, cored, and sliced. Now that I've got my apples sliced, I'm going to add the cinnamon sugar mixture over the top, and I'm going to give it a nice tossing, as you can see. Just incorporate the sugar and the cinnamon with the slices of Granny Smith apples. Okay, once this is done, you're going to go ahead and add this into your 9-inch unbaked pie crust. Here we've got our pie crust. Now I chill my pie crust before I bake in them. Now we're going to add the apple slices. Oh my goodness. I can smell the cinnamon and the apples, and such a lovely, beautiful, yummy smell. Alright, you may want to get in here with your hands and just make sure you evenly spread out your sliced apples. Okay, and tuck them down around the edges. All right, and you also want to make sure that your pie crust, your pie's going to be on a heavy-duty baking pan. That way you can transport it from the countertop to the oven very easily without your pie tearing apart. And also, if all these juices that start baking start bubbling over the edge of your pie, it'll keep you from a big mess also in the oven. Now for the topping, the butter, the self-rising flour, and the sugar. You're going to evenly just spread this over the top. And I can tell you, this is going to be one incredible, delicious Dutch oven pie. Okay, just easily, probably want to just plot it down in there. Okay, this is the last of it. And now this goes into a 450 oven for 10 minutes. Use your timer, because after 10 minutes you're going to bake it for another 40 minutes on 350 degrees. Alright, now off to the oven it goes. Here's that baked Dutch apple pie, and I just pulled it out of the oven. And look how yummy and scrumptious and golden brown that looks. I can see some of the apple bubbling up right in there. Doesn't look like any ran over the edge. So I'm going to let this cool here on a cooling rack off the baking sheet for the next 2 hours, and then I'll come back and I'll show you what it looks like on the inside, and I'll give it a taste. I love that apple bubbling out. To cut into it, and I'm just going to make a slice right through the middle. Oh my goodness. It's going to be still so nice and warm. Ooh, a big scoop of delicious vanilla ice cream would be wonderful with this. But if it's the pie, I think it'll be great just by itself. Okay, now let's dig in with the pie scooper. Oh my goodness, looky there at that. Ooh, that crunch top and those deliciously baked apples. Put it right here on a serving dish. Okay, gotta give this a try. If you could be in the kitchen with me, you could smell the cinnamon and the fresh baked apples. Let's see what it tastes like. Perfectly cooked, tender apples, sweetened with the sugar and lots of flavor from the cinnamon. And then the topping is this lovely, beautiful, crunchy, buttery goodness. Hey y'all, this is Dorana with Foods 101. Thanks for watching. Like, leave me a comment, and I'll catch you next time.